Thank you very, very much. I'm overwhelmed, which for many of you, I'm sure that surprises you. Let me add my welcomes to the ones you've already heard. I'd like to welcome the trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, friends, family, and distinguished members of Springfield College to this celebration of our college. I am humbled and honored to formally assume the role of president in the presence of so many of my loved ones and treasured friends, new and not so new. But I also put myself in the place of our current students in the back, students who may never again witness the installation of a president, certainly not during their tenure here at Springfield College. And that is the plan. For that reason, and as well as the wonderful sense of community that exists here, the planning team and I elected to use the theme Celebration of Springfield College for this week's events. This may be my inauguration, but let it be our collective celebration of all the great things this college has to offer. I'd also like to acknowledge those of you watching us live from throughout the world on streaming video. A special hello to our international friends and family watching from around the world, even in places such as China, where I believe it's 4 a.m. So let me begin today with some expressions of gratitude for some of those who have honored me with their presence. Like a new first-year student moving into a residence hall, who brings photos from home or a favorite blanket to provide comfort and familiarity during his or her transition from home. I chose to bring a little bit of Rochester's finest for you to enjoy and to enhance today's ceremony. Many thanks to Dr. Lex Sleeman and our guest pipers and drummers. You're welcome. For providing us with such haunting yet beautiful sounds. I grew accustomed to this practice at my former institution as it really signals tradition and provides a regal feeling to special events such as this. In addition, to provide access to all of our guests, my dear colleagues, Christy Love and Lola Johnston, have come to interpret this service today, making the trip from Rochester as a special favor to me. Thank you. Thank you. Sign language and the beauty of its power as a communication tool became an integral part of every speaking opportunity during my tenure at RIT, and I miss it, as well as the skilled professionals who practiced it every day in their roles as interpreters for the deaf and hard of hearing. Thank you for being with me. It means the world to me. Thanks also to 3 of my mentors who have joined me today, and some of you have heard from them already. Dr. Albert Simone, President Emeritus of the Rochester Institute of Technology. Dick Miller, former President of Hartwick College, with whom I had the opportunity to work with at University of Rochester. And Brian Mackery, my first boss out of graduate school at Ithaca College. Yes, let's give him a round of applause. At different points in my life, you invested in me, challenged me, but especially believed in me. I would not be here today if you hadn't given me a chance to grow and develop as a professional, and I owe each of you a great deal. For my former colleagues who have traveled with me today, especially from them, I see them over here, my friends from RIT and from the YMCA, thank you for coming. Your presence is a great comfort to me as I embark on a new beginning. I really am a tapestry of all the good things I've learned from you, from the successes you and I have had together, and what we've done during our tenure as colleagues and friends. Special thanks to the women of the Academy of the Holy Cross, and I see them over here and over here. This is where I went to high school. I've known some of these people since I was 5. That's all I'm going to say about that. The endurance of these bonds we form when we're just beginning to take the shape of the women that we will become later is very clear to me, especially on a day such as today. So thank you for joining us. And a special thank you to my new colleagues and friends here at Springfield College, who already make me feel like a trusted partner and friend on this incredible journey. Board of Trustees Chair Doug Koop, Not only are you my boss, you're a mentor and cherished friend, and I really appreciate all you've done for me. Trustee John O'Dearna, chair of my search committee. I trust you're not second-guessing your committee's choice.
Hardly.
Okay, good, because I have the medallion. Thank you for being such a good colleague and a friend to Dave and me. We really appreciate it. To Dr. Richard Flynn, please stand. There you go, look at that. President Emeritus of the college, I hardly know you, yet I know all about you. Thank you for positioning Springfield College in such a way that leaves us well prepared for the future. Thank you for your deep commitment and leadership for over 14 years. And thank you for continuing to be an advocate for the college. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Finally, my grateful thanks and a warm welcome to my family, to my 5 older brothers, Mark, Matt, Pete, Danny, and Paul. There you go. There you go. How lucky, really, how lucky was I to be taught at an early age by these siblings the fine art of supervision and the delegation of tasks. I bet you guessed that I was never on the right side of those equations. But over and over again, I did learn the power of a team and that we are stronger in the aggregate than we are alone. Thank you for coming. To my husband of 28 years, Dave Cooper, my deepest appreciation for all you have done for me and alongside me. I couldn't ask for a better partner, and Springfield College couldn't ask for a better first man. I think you just got more applause than me. And to our son, Calvin Cooper. Well, there you go. You make me so proud and make me strive to be a better person. It has been such a great experience to learn with you and from you. I will never forget your confidence in me while I was investigating this opportunity. You're the best champion I could ever ask for. And your grandparents here and in heaven are very proud of the fine young man you've become. Thank you for being a part of my new beginning at Springfield College today. My apologies to any of you I may have missed. Thank you to each and every one of you who have helped me in my life, and especially in the last few months. You've guided me, you've ran with me, you ran away from me, you ate with me, you sang with me, and you worked with me. We're all in this together now, and I'm going to need you more than ever. So, thank you for being here. So now on to my formal remarks. Well, imagine if you could, a place where 2 nonprofit institutions serving their communities could develop and grow, an interdependent relationship surviving more than 125 years, with each prospering and finding its own singular destiny. A place where graduate students seeking a way to keep students active between football and baseball seasons invents a brand new game, basketball. A place where female student athletes were organized, recruited, and supported in 4 varsity sports by 3 outstanding coaches in 1963, well before the notable Title IX legislation was adopted, a college well ahead of its time. A place where a beautiful, scenic, wooded parcel known as East Campus is home to several important and distinctive college programs, such as pre-camp and pre-camp and Camp Massasoit, and where Edgar Robinson created the college's first freshman camp and brought in artist and scholar Wo Peen to transform East Campus with its beautiful work. A place where long-standing traditions still thrive, traditions that have individuals exchange hellos and a smile as they pass each other on campus, and that foster other examples of goodwill, all of which is wonderfully infectious. Let's go on imagining for just one more moment. Imagine a place whose impact has reached around the world through time and contained the world international for much of its history. A place where known leaders in education, including physical education, came from as far away as China to collaborate and learn. A college campus that boasts a physical plant widely recognized for its beauty, with trees and plantings many decades old and from many countries and continents. The site of Humanics in Action Day, a day of service that strengthens a true sense of community extending deep into our local neighborhoods. A place where students take leadership and scholarship and service to a new level. Where programs such as the Partners Program, now 20 years old, allow Springfield College students to engage local elementary school students each week in full afternoons of studying, physical activity, and even dinner and Cheney. And at the end of their time together, these college students even take their guests home, literally walking them to their door. Now that is service with an impressive element of care. Imagine a campus community such as I've described, one whose unique ethos of care and elements of compassion are woven right into the fabric of both a rich curricular and co-curricular life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course you don't have to imagine a place like that. It already exists. It is Springfield College. This is a place where tradition meets progress, where first-year students still wear beanies during orientation, where people greet each other as they walk the campus, where service to others is our daily mantra, and where we maintain our traditions even as we focus on the future to be sure that our students are ready to become the best possible citizens in their communities across the nation. Frankly, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else than right here as a part of this special community. We have adopted a mission that calls for the education of the whole person in spirit, mind, and body, for leadership and service to others. And the evidence to support our commitment can be seen throughout our campus. The iconic chapel and marsh, elements of spirituality on East Campus, the engaged discourse among faculty and students in our classroom, the pride of our physician assistant students at a recent white coat ceremony, and the athletic prowess of our 680 student athletes as they compete in their sport. Where are you, student athletes? And we have a few of our athletes that are not with us today because they're continuing in postseason play this weekend. Women's volleyball, men and women's soccer, we wish them well. Go Pride. It's almost overwhelming to a newcomer like me. I've never seen a campus such as this one. Words like special and unique seem not to do it justice. To truly know this campus and its culture of caring, one must experience it. A few more examples. Students immersed in pre-camp later report that this 3-day event prior to the opening of the school year is life-changing. We set another record this year in participation in Humanics in Action Day. Student trustee Ariel Zaliski, in her inspiring remarks that morning, reminded us that other colleges may try to emphasize service, but she believes none do it quite like Springfield College. Our students truly live the college's mission. The true collegiality of our campus was demonstrated recently at a faculty staff fundraiser for student scholarships. It's the brainchild of faculty who, without any outside prompting, took action to ensure that their students have the necessary support to continue their education and are able to pursue their commitments to serve others. How noble is that? Dr. Flynn said it so well in his inaugural remarks in 1999. As long as there is a desire for a caring and just society, as long as there are people who strive to be the best they can be and to bring out the best in others, as long as there is respect for the multifaceted essence of life, there will be a need for Springfield College and a demand for what it has to offer. And so I came to Springfield College to see how I might make a difference. But how does one do that when so many elements of excellence already exist? If we didn't have an outstanding partner such as the YMCA, we would surely go out and find one. If we didn't have a culture of compassion for others, we no doubt would try to create it. Fortunately, today we start with these important assets firmly in place. And there are other elements of excellence that we now enjoy. A board of trustees dedicated to the success of Springfield College, administrative team that is composed of individuals with great skills and diversity, backgrounds inside and outside higher education, a staff that consistently demonstrates its support for student success, alumni who have nothing but heartfelt appreciation for their experience here, motivated adult learners at 9 regional campuses across the nation, striving to better their lives, faculty who are not only experts in their field of study, but are the most student-centered faculty I've encountered in all my years in higher education. And finally, a student body of the brightest, most dedicated young adults I have ever met. How could we miss? So what's ahead? With all these wonderful assets, where do we go? Former college president Wilbert Laughlin, in his inaugural address in 1966, said the college's rate of progress depends upon the courage and cooperation of all of its community. He called for trustees, faculty, students, alumni, and parents to rededicate themselves to the basic philosophy of this institution in a common joy of accomplishment. I ask the same of this community today. To all of our faculty, staff, students, alumni, it will be through our collaborative efforts of everyone here that calls Springfield College home to help Springfield College prosper in the future. I will need your help, and we will work together. As we embark on this collaboration, you can and should expect to hear what's being discussed and where we are thinking of going. We need to talk about our opportunities and consider our hardest challenges. This is a conversation we will have together. From all of you, I ask you to provide honest input framed within the mission of the college, offered in the very best interests of the institution. Well, what can you expect in the future? Here are a few things that we promise. Springfield College will always be a place that values and appreciates the work of its faculty as gifted teachers, inspiring scholars, and as creative artists. You have inspired me since I've set foot on this campus, and I thank you for that. Thank you. Springfield College will always be a place that will offer its students a strong foundation in liberal arts and education through a general education program, because we believe the development of the qualities of the mind, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills is necessary for long-term professional success. Springfield College will always be a place that greatly values personal health and wellness. This will continue to be seen in our programming efforts and in our academic portfolio. And Springfield College will always be a place that will offer its traditional undergraduates a comprehensive array of majors, minors, and program options. We will offer these programs for those who enter college knowing their way, as well as those who discover their trajectories only after they start exploring what we have to offer. Springfield College will always consider the adult learner and how we deliver our programs, where we deliver them, and how we value graduate education. It is our hope that we continue to do great work, especially in the areas of social work and human service. Springfield College will always be a place that is responsive to the needs of its community. We do not stand apart from our hometown, and we never will. Mayor Sarno, you can expect a full and committed partner to the city of Springfield. So let's go a little further and see what lies ahead. Our final path certainly hinges on our forthcoming conversations and on our collaborative efforts, but let's imagine a time when Springfield College focuses even more deeply on ensuring that its graduates are fully prepared for good lives and great careers. Building on their commitment to service to others, they become leaders in their communities and in their professions. Springfield College expands its undergraduate and graduate programs in key areas that fit the students and also fit our mission. But together we will identify those emerging trends in society that we can and should inform our academic planning. Springfield College increases its efforts to reach new students at regional campuses and through national and regional partnerships, such as the YMCA. We employ our regional campuses to expand our professional programs for adult learners. Springfield College will explore the way technology will effectively support the professional development of students, including potential online learning initiatives. We will continue to foster a strong partnership between the curriculum and the co-curriculum because we fully recognize that a considerable amount of learning happens outside the classroom. And finally, Springfield College becomes a more inclusive learning community, enhancing its recruitment of underrepresented students, faculty, and staff. And we're going to create together a climate that provides the whole community with a better education for the future. I want to close now, and in the time-honored tradition for inaugural remarks, I could reach back in history for some words from some great scholar of education and recall the stirring words that would reaffirm our sense of mission here. But rather, I would prefer to do something else. In fact, I think it will reaffirm your faith in our mission as much as anything else. I would ask you to think about 3 young, modern-day thinkers and doers right here, right now at Springfield College. In a ceremony later this weekend, we will honor 3 students who have gone above and beyond in their efforts to make Springfield College the great place that it is. Kevin McBride. Robin Cosen. And Heather Martin. These 3 will receive the Joy of Effort Award named after the famed sculpture and medallion by Dr. Robert Tate McKenzie. In a larger sense intended for this weekend's award, the medal represents the idea of 3 individuals striving through their own personal efforts in spirit, mind, and body for a common cause, for the common good. These 3 students are shining examples of this ideal and well-deserving of this recognition. The model represents the joy we experience when giving our best in the practice of service. From your many perspectives, with your many talents, inspired by your personal goals, all of you at Springfield contribute so much to the common good. Like our 3 honorees, you're all extraordinarily creative and caring, and that is why Springfield College has such promising years ahead. Enjoy our celebration of Springfield College. Please celebrate and join with me as we begin our very important work together. I am delighted to be your president. Thank you.